you might have noticed a shift in the tone. You might have noticed people changing the way they've been talking about, I guess, this new political environment. There's nothing new about it. It's just the Democrats, the vote blue no matter who's fear, the latte drinking liberals really fell on their face. And of course, you have a lot of larger, quote unquote, progressive networks like Majority Report. Well, maybe not them so much. But you have TYT, Crystal and Kyle, Bill Maher, and Morning Blow. Each of them, saying like, hey, we got to talk to Trumpers. And oh, the Democrats were bad. And Democrats are screwing it up. I mean, I get it. I get it. A lot of people have to eat crow, especially what happened on November 5th. But remember, even before the 2024 presidential election cycle, because I'm going to include from 2016 up until now, boy, oh boy, were a lot of them carrying water. A lot of them were promoting Rushgate or Trump derangement syndrome, or how Biden was better than Trump when, the 2020 election cycle was happening. And then as soon as Biden got into office, oh, hey, everybody went to sleep. Everybody did go to sleep. The great parades, parades stopped. Shout out to Nick Thompson. Nick, I got to give credit to it. Call those protest parades. Simple and on point. Because something caught my attention. Something caught my eyeballs. My eyeballs got caught. The attention went to my eyeballs, and I saw it. So, hey, if my eyeballs saw it, so adieu, you. Because, hey, first of all, there was a tweet right here that I saw. Cozying up to conservatives by saying the left has gone too far and then trying to police the boundaries of right-wing behavior. So spiritually shite lib, and some still fall for this. Come on, people, get better. To which this person, August Wilson, wrote, shite libs apparently jockeying for a toehold in this new influence power dynamic. They hate you, so F them all. And look, it's Fat Tony and Anna Banana, Cenk Uygur, and a Kasparian. You got Bill Maher who says, oh, I'm tired. I'm burnt out from covering Trump. You got Mika and Morning Blow. Mika, blink twice if you're in danger. And you got a mom and son. Crystal and Kyle. Everybody now saying, wow, hey, the Democrats really screwed the pooch. Oh, you think? Really? You do. You really think so? Brilliant, big brain tactic moves there. Because I'm just noticing just the shift in the tone, the shift in anger. And none of us should fall for this. None of us should be tricked by it. But I just find it interesting now that after the dust has settled after November 5th, my goodness, an epiphany is hitting so many people. But the problem's the Democrats. But the thing is, what I want to say to all these people now who are criticizing the Democrats, where were you for forced to vote? Where were you for the March for Medicare for All? Where were you for that 3-day general strike summoning? All three things that happened in 2021, mind you. And since then, a lot of these people were carrying water for the Democrats, like AOC and Bernie Sanders, who, mind you, again, AOC and Bernie Sanders, right off the bat, endorsed Biden during the 2024 presidential election cycle. No fair or free primary. Biden had it in the bag. Biden was sharp as a tack.
When I look at my life right now and I ask myself, which political party has made my life worse? It's not the Republican Party. Locally speaking, the Democrats have complete control and they have nearly destroyed my family's livelihood. Okay, we are living in trash and squalor everywhere. And unless the Democratic Party actually acknowledge these issues and solve these issues, rather than stealing our taxpayer money and funneling it to their nonprofit friends, they keep doing this, they're going to keep losing. And I'm going to keep speaking out against them.
Really? Where was this 4 years ago? Huh? Where was this? Hell, where was this 8 years ago? My goodness. But everyone had to cover Trump derangement syndrome. Trump's bad. Trumpy bad. Identity politics. And look, I get it. Identity politics matters to some people. But at the end of the day, the real issue is always going to be the economy. I mean, so many people were saying that Biden was sharp, Kamala was sharp, and they had it. So many people were still going to bat for the idea of the squad or Bernie Sanders having any kind of influence over Biden or Harris, which was never going to happen. The parliamentarian has more influence over Biden and Harris than any progressive or Bernie Sanders or AOC ever did have. Anytime to criticize or protest, and boy, I do remember, because I'll never forget how quick TYT was quick to go to bat for AOC and the squad. which, mind you, don't ever show up on their shows ever.
I don't care how much they hate Trump. I don't care how naughty the Republicans are being. Right now, the people having a negative impact on my life is the Democratic Party, and they need to change their ways. When we say we want to change the status quo, it doesn't mean we want to live in anarchy. It doesn't mean that we want to have $24 billion of our taxpayer money in California stolen by these nonprofits. It means that we want working people to be rewarded for their hard work. We want affordable housing. We want better working conditions, higher wages, better health care. These are things that Democrats used to purport to want to do. They don't do any of it anymore. And so I'm done with them until they change their ways.
Yeah, I completely understand it.
Yeah, okay, fine, great. Hey, you know, on principle, I can agree with that. In reality, I'm like, okay, when's that hammer coming down? When are we going to see people once again? Oh, hey, we got to support Democrats again, because I'm used to seeing that. People can change, and I'm all for it. People can and do change. But actions speak louder than words. And people cannot forget when there were golden opportunities for really implement change. And yes, all the force the vote critics, those who were against it, force the vote does work. I mean, Matt Gaetz proved that it does work. And mind you, it wasn't just Jimmy Dore or anybody else that came up with force the vote. It was actually from the DSA playbook. Sorry, hold on. Oh, I didn't speak clearly. I didn't announce it properly. That actually came from the DSA playbook. Wait. Oh, my God. I am not pronouncing English right. I have failed my audience. Force the vote. Third time's a charm. Came from the DSA playbook. DSA, Democrat Socialists of America. Which, mind you, by the way, you know, I played this video segment on the show last week where you had somebody criticizing AOC and they were quickly booted from the video chat. How's that working out for you guys, that resistance? I can't wait to see what kind of parade you guys are going to do. But speaking of parades, I'm loving the infighting, though, because you may recognize a lot of these people on this board. Hey, Destiny, don't leak any tapes. Okay, that's me being mean. But you got Lindy Lee and Francesca Frontini, I think I said her name right. They're starting to fight, like because now people want to take the moral high ground. What's the purpose of this segment? It's quickly deflecting and name blaming because all these people, especially those in the Democrat sphere, man, did they really try and push Biden and then Kamala Harris. And all these people at one point carry water for Democrats, having that quote unquote moral superior high ground. Well, you don't have the high ground, Obi-Wan. You're standing on a pile of crap.
That it is so funny that the Democratic Party has also surrounded itself, like the Republican Party, with honestly opportunistic grifters like Lindy Lee, who has posited herself as someone who actually cares about American democracy, spotlighting the threats that Trump has posed and will continue to pose to the American people. And now that the Harris campaign lost, which I think was definitely their election to lose, given just how much Trump was like not even trying, and he didn't win by the popular vote he won by less than 50%. Harris dropped the ball. Lindy Lee was all in on the campaign. And now she's pivoting because she's like, you know what? I want to go to the winning side. And now the Hunter Biden laptop story is a thing. That's just so craven and so pathetic. And I'm someone who has not received a single dollar from the Democratic Party or any
Neither have I.
to talk about my views.
Okay, but hey, okay, let's take her at face value. But did you do that? Were you part of that shield wall to defend the Democrats, though? How'd that work out? Not to mention, wasn't TYT, not her, but TYT, the institution, get that nice Katzenberg cash? Katzenberg, who is a Democrat donor. I'm just saying. It's a big old question mark. Like, yeah, okay, but you sure did fight hard for the Democrats. And how were you rewarded? How were all of you that went to bat for the Democrats every time they said they were going to do something and whoops, they crapped the bed?
Neither have I.
Okay,
much money off
now
of it.
I will let Lindy. Now I will let Lindy respond.
Fight. Fight.
Hang
Give
on,
me- tell
Lindy.
me one person
Hang on,
who's paid
Lindy.
me.
Hang
One
on,
person.
Lindy. I will now let you respond.
Tell me one person who's paid me.
I don't know, girl.
Who's
I don't know.
paid
You
me?
tell me. Who's
You're just
paid?
making
You
up
tell
shit.
me.
You're just making up shit. Are we allowed?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Don't swear. This is a family freaking friendly show. If I hear any more swearing, I'm going to freaking lose my mind.
I don't know, girl.
Who's
I don't know.
paid me?
You tell me. Who's
You're just
paid?
making
You
up
tell
shit.
me.
You're just making up shit. Are we allowed to curse on here?
Are we allowed to curse? Let them fight. Infamous quote from what was it? I think Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Let them fight. Let them fight. Let them fight.
Yeah.
It's
I don't need
uncensored.
anybody's
Go off.
money. No one has paid me. You're just making this is like libelous. It's defamation. No one has
obviously
paid me.
no one has to pay you. It's all about influencerdom, right?
Now
It's
you're
about
changing
using
your
your
story.
name
Don't
and your
change your
brand.
story. Just
Why-
a minute
why is
ago,
your
you
brand
said
changing?
that I was a grifter
Why-
and I was
no,
getting
I
paid
never
and I
said
made
you did. I
so
said
many
I didn't.
dollars.
But
You're
why are
making
you
it up. I
changing
don't
your
know
brand?
who you are, respectfully.
Why are
But
you?
I have
You
other
don't need to know
things.
who
So
I am.
Gavin
Why are you
Newsom,
changing
who
your
came
brand?
out
No one
against the
does.
pardon, is he
Someone says, I no one does. Yes, this is funny. This is funny. This is funny. This is funny.
that I was a grifter and I was getting
I
paid
never
and I
said you
made
did. I
so
said
many
I didn't.
dollars.
But
You're
why are
making
you
it up. I
changing
don't
your
know
brand?
who you are, respectfully.
Why are
But
you?
I have
You
other
don't need to know
things.
who
So
I am.
Gavin
Why are you
Newsom,
changing
who
your
came
brand?
out
No one
against the
does.
pardon.
Who said that? Who said no one does? No one knows Francisco. I shouldn't laugh at this. I shouldn't laugh at this, but I'm going to. That's why you need to hit the like button too, by the way. One more time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One more time. One more time.
Obviously, no one has to pay you. It's all about influencerdom, right? It's
Now
about
you're changing
using
your story.
name
Don't
and your
change your
brand.
story. Just
Why-
a minute
why
ago,
is your
you
brand
said that
changing?
I was a grifter
Why-
and I was
no,
getting
I
paid
never
and I
said you
made
did. I
so
said
many
I didn't.
dollars.
But
You're
why are
making
you
it up. I
changing
don't
your
know
brand?
who you are, respectfully.
Why are
But
you?
I have
You
other
don't need to know
things.
who
So
I am.
Gavin
Why are you
Newsom,
changing
who
your
came
brand?
out
No one
against the
does.
pardon, is
She's
he
a
a
very
grifter too?
unfunny female
Is
comic.
Governor
Someone said very funny. Hold on. Wait.
Your
who came
brand.
out
No one
against the
does.
pardon, is
She's
he
a
a
very
grifter too?
unfunny female
Is
comic.
Governor Jared Polis
Oh, she's a very unfunny female comic. That was okay. That's a low blow there, mister, in the top square. That wasn't funny.
that I was a grifter
Why-
and I was
no,
getting
I
paid
never
and I
said you
made
did. I
so
said
many
I didn't.
dollars.
But
You're
why are
making
you
it up. I
changing
don't
your
know
brand?
who you are, respectly.
Why are
But
you?
I have
You
other
don't need to know
things.
who
So
I am.
Gavin
Why are you
Newsom,
changing
who
your
came
brand?
out
No one
against the
does.
pardon, is
She's
he
a
a
very
grifter too?
unfunny female
Is
comic.
Governor Jared Polis also a grifter for
Ryan.
saying that the pardon was a bad idea because Joe Biden repeatedly lied? If you're going to pardon your son, fine. There are arguments in favor of that. But why did you have to lie repeatedly and say that you weren't? He lied after
lying
the
is
election.
bad.
And in
It's like
terms of
saying
the
that
Harris
COVID-19 is
campaign,
just a
I
cold
did not
and then a
find out.
million
Can I
Americans are
please
dead.
finish the
Lying
sentence?
really
Why
is
do you
bad.
insist on talking
Oh, why did you have to bring up the pandemic? Come on. Like everyone hates it, okay? No one's ever gonna forget that. Why would you bring that was stupid. That wasn't funny. That was stupid.
over people again and again?
Man, can't we all just be friends? Can't we all just be friends? But look, we can never forget. And by the way, this is a horrible screenshot to capture. We'll never forget the amount of vitriol they put in. Now, look, I'm all for criticizing anybody that might think politically different than me. Okay. I'm all for constructive criticism. Okay. I can be critical of Democrats, Greens, socialists, libertarians, Republicans, Trumpers, conservatives, liberals, whatever. Okay. But the thing is, folks, never once on Hardlands Media did you ever see us go, it's Trump. Trump's bad. Trump real bad. No, it's more, okay, here's the policies that Trump is implementing, and this is why they suck. And it's very similar to Democrat policies. And oh, wait, hey, when Biden was in office, even though we got censored more heavily under the Biden-Harris administration, we brought up, hey, wow, Biden didn't change these Trump policies. It's almost as if the Democrats and Republicans are the same. Constructive criticism, not this great vilification, okay? Because you have to see things in shades of gray. Yes, there are things that are black and white. Very clear on that. Yes, there are. But when you cover in the realm of politics, you got to look at the bigger picture. And it's very clear that Trump in 2016 really shook up people's mindsets. And you cannot forget those who had larger platforms helped contribute to the contagion and disease called Trump derangement syndrome. Shout out to Matt Orfala for this one.
The greatest domestic threat that we're facing right now, and that's right-wing extremists.
Guys, what are we going to do with the right wing? Because that's what the right wingers do. They're right-wing protests. And that's right there, right-wing ideology.
I'll never forget when me and Daniel were called right-wing. Hey, are we sure this policy can work? I mean, the sanctuary city sounds like a good idea on paper. Are we sure you guys are right-wing? Hey, Biden and Harris are still continuing on some of these Trump policies. Oh, you guys are right-wing. Hey, why are we going to war here for this in this region? That's ridiculous. It's costing money. Oh, you guys are right-wing. Hey, we don't really agree with this policy that's being implemented that could impact millions of Americans. What's going on? You guys are right-wing. Hey, the people behind it lost all their homes. The Democrats are abandoning these people. They're U.S. citizens. You guys are right-wing. Hold on, because I'm dancing too. Just putting some music in the background, playing some music in my head. Hey, the people of East Palestine, Ohio, what happened to them? They don't deserve that. What's going on? Oh, you guys are right-wing. Right-wing all the time. Right-wing media. That's our new name now.
Right-wing, the right-wing.
Right-wing militia about to murder protesters. Right-wing saying no self-defense. I have white right-wing privilege. It's purely white right-wing privilege. And then the right-wing go, oh, poor white guy. Poor right-winger. And God help us if this right-wing Gestapo wins another 4 years. But the right-wing militia, the right-wing militia guy, right-wing militia shows up. The right-wing militia.
The right-wing is going to do what the right-wing does. Right?
If you're a white right-winger, you're God in this country. You're above the law. You kill anyone you like. Unbelievable monsters in the right wing. But for right-wingers, soon the right wing are going to logically think, we could just kill them all. There's never any penalty. In America now, if you're a white right-winger, it is grotesque. White or a right-winger, is a right-wing or right-wing protesters, right-wing white men.
Beloved right-wing, what do the right-wing do? They're the right-wing's Gestapo. So you know what, these right-wingers, I never want to talk to you guys in my personal life. I think you're all sick. I just don't want anything to do with you guys. Just leave all of us the rest alone. Get out. Go to a country that believes in murderous right-wing authoritarian governments.
Praise right-wingers, the right-wing lunatics in the right wing.
Right-wingers, right-wing celebrity, right-wing icon.
Right-wing billionaires. Right-wingers, of course he's a massive right-winger. Took pictures with right-wingers, right-wing.
Right-wing icon, because the right-wing.
You're a right-winger.
Right-wing.
Right-wingers on the right, but I know the right-wing, they're...
Whoa, hold on. What about this? Sorry, folks. You may remember this. I've been trying to figure out why I'm more optimistic now than I was before the election, even though I was so against the guy who won. I know now. MAGA is not my mortal enemy. Oh, goodness gracious Cretaceous, he changed his mind, and neither is the extreme left. My mortal enemy is the establishment, and they have been defeated. It's not just the establishment candidate lost, it's that their media is mortally wounded. The source of their strengths was not insipid politicians like Mitch McConnell or Joe Biden. The source of their strengths was their propaganda machine, the mainstream media. Now, online media is strong enough that their oppressive monopoly on the American mind has been broken. Now we're in the jungle. They hate that. I love it. This uncontrollable marketplace of ideas is where I'm home. I'd rather be the populous in woods than an establishment prison. Oh boy, were you touting the lines though? Were you touting the lines though, honey child?
Very fragile, very weak. And so they think, if you look at me kind of wrong, I'm afraid for my life and I'll murder you. The right-wingers in this country, but right-wing protests, right-wing in this country is steeped in violence. They're soaked in blood and they can't wait to kill. But America has now become a super scary place where people are constantly killing each other and getting away with it.
Yeah, and it's by the way,
that silence, like, yeah, okay.
it's convenient for the right because
Powerful right-wing white men who cover for each other, saying there isn't anything that we could do that we would consider wrong because we're not
Mastermind hour, get up, go see the White House counselor right now.
judging based on the merit of your character or your actions. We're just judging based on whether you're one of us or one of them.
Yeah.
And I, for one, do not accept anyone to take that challenge from the Quantum Alchemist. Haha, challenge. Drink a shot each time Jenk says right wing. If you do that, your liver will evaporate. Don't do it, please. We here at Harlan's Media state that we don't want anyone to play that game. Shame on you, quantum alchemists. Get up and go see the White House counselor right now.
For God's sake, have some empathy for people.
Oh, my goodness gracious, Cretaceous. And Orf, what a trooper, watching hours of crap footage for us. Isn't that something? Isn't that hilarious? Anyways, though. That is the hypocrisy that we see from people like TYT. The hypocrisy of the establishment media, the hypocrisy of people who just don't seem to get it. Like, what is wrong with you? But see, it's not only just TYT and everybody else. It's the entire people who carried the water for the Democrats these past 8 years. Now there's a change of tone. Like, oh, hey, turns out, I guess, Hardlands Media, Due Dissidents, INN, RBN, Jimmy Dore, and everybody else was proven factually correct about the hypocrisy of the Democrats. Wow, welcome to the party. Can you be consistent about it? I, for one, will say, well, if this is truly authentic, congratulations on this great character development. But please, keep 6 feet away from me at all times, because I fear that the contagion of Trump derangement syndrome is extremely contagious and poisonous and have long-lasting effects that can clearly ruin somebody's ability to think critically. This is the environment that we are in with the failure of establishment media, with the failure of larger platforms that were banking and rolling on Democrats winning all the time. And either that, banking and rolling on that their influence would last forever. But see, the thing is, as soon as the Democrats even got an inch of power, they failed miserably. They never had follow through. And now, everything is finally being revealed. All lies are being revealed. All lies are being exposed. As a great prophet once said,
all lies will be exposed.
And that's what we're witnessing. All lies are being exposed. Do I like this new change that we're seeing? A little bit. But I find it very convenient that now people are having this epiphany in the aftermath of the 2024 election on November 5th. Never forget who was calling out the Democrats and who was going to bat for them. Never forget those that were carrying water for the Democrats and all their false promises, and those that said, no, both parties are the same. Never forget that.
Calling every foe synthetic leftist and progressive lover. Summoning the simps of all the squad-adjacent opportunist two-faced cop-suckers. Paging every Democratic yes-man in possession of a smoother brain than those who hide behind Biden's stutter. Welcome to the super edgy independent news you can trust when we say we don't sell our standards out like all the others. Trust us when we tell you that we're looking out for working class America, holding all the powerful accountable. Trust us when we tell you that a host of vital truths are being covered, when honestly the truth is being smothered by a couple disingenuous hacks sent to act in bad faith by Big Brother, who start smearing every journalist who bears the credibility they covet from their gilded fucking neoliberal centerpiece. Air out all their jealousy and spite like it might yield them some validity, or paint a coat of pity over all of their acidity. But they've been busy cozied up to every war pig living between here and the infinity. Albright, Biden, Obama, God, that's gotta take the fucking trophy for unholiest of trinities. So I hope you didn't come to witness anything resembling integrity. That's been long abandoned. Now we see integrity as often as Atlantis. Now they only toe the line and read what they've been handed. Safe to say if Cenk sunk any lower, he'd be deeper than the Marianas. TYT will tell you how opinions aren't the facts unless they're Cenk Serranas. Since they chose to make a living out of licking boots and shilling, you can bet they make a killing. TYT TYT is proud to say they traded all their spines away to empty out the till and tell themselves it's decent work and it's an honest tilling. Well, me, I see they found a way to rape the willing. Me, I read between the lines, and in the script I see the signs that those who fund their message down to every filthy dime would gladly bleed a human sea if it prevents a drop of oil spilling. And yet somehow they portray themselves the heart of the progressive movement. The loudest voices calling for some unity with those who built careers around destroying unions. Which might be true, since unity is something truly useless and symbolic, like a stale communion. Tasteless as the times they tried to fight back, smile smearing Julian. And I hope Cenk and Anna listen up and listen well. You will never be a fraction of the journalist Assange has been, even from his cell. All the filth you spread around, you spread it on yourself. That's my time. Fuck you twice. See you both in hell.